Good afternoon, subscribers and viewers. I'm Zimbabwe. Today I'm responding to a question or other questions that have been asked referring to the white paper on international migration that I spoke about last week, which was also mentioned in passing by the National Labour Migration Policy, which was rolled out for public comments last week by the Minister of Employment and Labour, Mr. Thulas Nxesi. So he mentioned this in passing. He didn't say a lot about it, but it is our hope that as South Africa implements this new policy, it is also going to implement the white paper on international migration, because he mentioned that it will be considered in the new policy that is going to be rolled out. So there are questions that seek to know better what interventions or what options are there for especially those who are trying to move from the Zimbabwe Exemption Permit to the new South African permit, because most of them, as you would know, are in the general work category and with low skills, so they do not qualify under the South African Immigration Act. So the hope is that as South Africa moves on to a new migration regime, to a new policy regime in terms of migration and dealing with migration, it is also going to roll out this white paper, which was gazetted in July 2017 or 2018. We're going to check that out, but I believe it's July 2017. Yes, July 2017. So it speaks to 3 visa options which are of interest, especially to residents or citizens from the SADC region. The first visa option is the SADC Special Work Visa. So this one allows a holder to work in South Africa for a prescribed period of time. Holders of this visa will not progress for permanent residence in the number of years spent in SA. So this tallies again, or should I say it equals what was happening under the Zimbabwe Special Permit, where holders were not allowed or did not qualify to apply for permanent residence, regardless of them having been here 5 years. So this visa will be quota-based and it will be implemented through bilateral agreements which will specify the responsibilities for the signatory and contracting states. The number of visas will be offered partly as a political decision informed by labor market dynamics. You will remember that the Zimbabwe Special Permit, for example, the Lesotho Special Permit and the Angola Special Permit are all a result of political decisions on whose holders do not or would not qualify to apply for a South African work visa under the Immigration Act. So this one again will be a political decision. You remember that Minister Nxesi said that they are going to sit down with SADC countries as they implement this new labor migration policy. So we believe that this is going to be part of this new regime, or it will give way to the rolling out of the visa regime under the white paper on international migration. So this new visa now, this work visa, as was also explained in the labor migration policy, will be based on the shortages of certain skills in South Africa, even those that are not critical, but where South Africa believes that an extra workforce is needed from SADC countries, then they will give a quota permit based on what number they need from outside South Africa but within the SADC region, to then say at a particular place, maybe a particular province, we need so many, maybe for example agricultural workers. Then they will roll out that visa. You will work at a particular place in that particular field for a particular period of time. Then the next one is the SADC Traders Visa. This one is a long-term multiple entry visa for cross-border traders who enter and exit South Africa frequently. It also has provisions for a trusted traveler e-visa system. So this one is self-explanatory. There are traders who are traveling, especially between Zimbabwe and South Africa. Some are coming out from as far as the DRC, Zambia, coming into South Africa to do their trade. At times they need more than the 90 days that they've been given per year. So this visa will be a multiple entry visa which will be rolled out specifically for these traders. The third one is the SATAC small medium visa. It is for self-employed people and small business owners. For as long as these immigrants pay taxes and follow SA business regulations, they should be welcomed under this visa. This SA revenue services or company registration will then help to form part of the visa application process, and a quota will be considered for competitiveness concerns. So you will also know that Minister Nxesi also made mention of some informal business categories that will be closed out from non-South Africans, will be reserved for locals. So this visa, the SATAC small medium visa, speaks to a quota in which, if government believes that they need more traders, informal traders who sell tomatoes, or more spaza shop owners in certain categories or certain areas, then they will roll out these under this type of a visa. So these are the available visa options. We are not saying that it has been agreed that people will be given these permits or these visas, but we are saying that since South Africa adopted or gazetted the white paper on international migration about 5 years ago, and because the new labor migration policy makes mention of this, and you will remember also that the South African Department of Trade also went to Parliament last year, also with the Department of Labor, to seek a way in which some quotas are rolled out to close out some sectors, especially the tourism sector, the hospitality sector, the security sector, from being accessible to non-South Africans. We hope that these also speak to the white paper on international migration. So we hope that the government is going to roll out these, and they may be a saving grace for especially those that are moving from one dispensation permit, one special dispensation permit to another. It is also our sincere hope that South Africa would not deliberately outlaw or illegalize certain migrants, as many as the 170-something Zimbabweans, the 170-something thousand Zimbabweans that were living and working here under the Zimbabwe special permits that were moved from one name to another since 2014. So we hope that they did this, they cancelled out the ZEP, gave a 12-month moratorium so that people would ably move and government would get a chance to implement the white paper on international migration. So continue sending us your questions. We'll continue responding to them. Where we do not understand, we'll seek clarity from those that are in the know, including government itself. So for you to send those questions, simply send via the comment section underneath this video. Thank you very much.